Welcome to the next video. In the last video I talked about the AJO's fight and how there were two individuals, the Scandinavian as I called him, and the Belgian, and how the Belgian was embarrassed with the outcome of that situation. And I had mentioned after that initial incident, I ended up hanging out with the Scandinavian at a nearby club called Sitong. Sitong was this club in the Olympic Somerset Towers in Tianjin, in the basement, one way in, one way out. You know, you'd have to take stairs to go in and out of this place. Really nice. Reminded me of a lot of clubs in Miami, kind of like a Blue Martini, but darker lights. This center, unusually shaped bar, dance floor, and tables all over the place in VIP sections, and really cool place to hang out on a stage with a live band at times. So I would see the Scandinavian gentlemen a lot of times in the same places. A lot of expats hang out in the same bars and clubs, and you see them from time to time. So there was one particular night I was at AJO's, and he was there, and we started chatting again. The Belgian wasn't there. And after a couple rounds of drinks, and I think the AJO's were shutting down for the night, and Sitong, I believe, would go to at least 3 or 5 in the morning, so it was a cool place to go. Decide, all right, let's, you want to head out there? I said, yeah, sure. Mind you, I met the guy before. He was the unfortunate victim, or I guess very proficient in self-defense victim of an attack. So I figured he was a cool guy, and you know, when I chatted with him, everything seemed okay. So we ended up going to Sitong, and he's had a few drinks in him. He's a little bit loose and in a party mood, and the place is kicking. There's a lot of people, good mix of people, good amount of women and all that. So sit down, I was near the bar with him. In fact, I think it was at the bar itself, the center bar. And he starts getting all hyped up about, wow, this place is great, and I do this and this job, and do this and this kind of business, and negotiate, and I think he was pretty fluent in Chinese. And he goes, you see all those guys out there in suits? And look around, I'm like, oh yeah, there's a couple guys here in their suits. Most Chinese people don't dress up in suits when they go out. They're very casual, even at a nice place, shirt and jeans, and that's it. And that's one of the things I loved about China, is just the casual atmosphere of a club. I'll talk about that in another video. Anyhow, he starts talking about this, and he says, oh, these guys are all mafia. And I said, really? Yeah, but don't worry, you know, I got someone in the crowd who'll take care of me, and you know, I can mess with these guys and they know they can't touch me. Huh. Okay. And he goes on and on and on. And he says, check this out. Gets up, you know, moseys his way through the crowd and is dancing, and goes up to a bunch of girls and dances next to them, and then, you know, goes off and does the same thing again, and goes off and, you know, does like at least one lap around this place, and then sits back down. You saw that? Those guys got upset, but they can't do anything. Okay. Sit and have my drink. He says, we're gonna hit that dance floor. We're gonna pick up a bunch of girls, and I don't care if, you know, they're with these mafia guys. I said, no, I think I'm just gonna hang out here and have my drink. He's like, no, you're gonna finish that drink and we're gonna go out there. All right. I'm gonna go around, and when I come back, you're finishing that drink and we're going out there. I said, no, I just wanna hang out and have a drink, and I don't wanna get into trouble. And say, you're with me, and I got, you know, backup here, so don't worry about it. Says, we're doing it. I said, all right, okay. No. So he gets up, you know, goes around again. The place is pretty crowded, so it takes him a while to go all the way around. So at a certain point, when he's far enough away that he doesn't have line of sight on me, finish up my drink. I had already paid for it, and I just bolt. And that was, I believe, the last time I saw him, although I've heard stories afterwards, which I won't get into in this video. But it was an interesting scenario to play out, this person. And it just kind of goes to show you that even first impressions can be incorrect about a person, where you meet someone who seems laid back, relaxed, Gets attacked by somebody else, defends himself justly, and is calm afterwards, and goes right back into regular conversation. But you hang out with them under a different set of circumstances, or even some of the same set of circumstances minus an agitator, and it turns out they're just as aggressive and silly as anybody else. Anyway, that's my Sitong bar story. See you guys on the next video.